This was the first year for the CHFM essay contest, and the essays we received were fantastic. They covered a lot of different topics. Morgan's essay on the impact of COVID-19 particularly captured our attention. It charts new ground, expands the body of knowledge about our specialty, and provides information that can truly help family physicians in the future.
There's no shortage of political opinions, which is probably true anywhere. But all of a sudden, the pandemic became very political, and our community was very divided. And there was this sense that we were kind of entering into a war zone as healthcare providers.
I feel good about trusting the science, sharing the science. I feel good about communicating with both the stakeholders in town and the general public, being accessible. I mean, I'll tell you, it wore me out. It still wears me out, but I feel good about the effort and the time and the dedication I gave to my community, being there for them if they had questions, if they had fears, if they just didn't know and they just wanted somebody they trusted to give them an answer.
I am just so hopeful that someday, 5, 10, 20 years from now, I can tell my kids, and if I have grandkids, my grandkids, that, I did the right thing, and I hope that history looks favorably on what we have done in medicine and public health, even though it sucks right now.
At the end of 2020, I was looking for a research project, and Dr. Rick Kellerman, along with Crystal Bauer at the Center for History of Family Medicine, had the wonderful idea to talk about COVID-19 and how it affected family physicians in Kansas. And so I thought, what an amazing way to highlight these stories and to show the world how resilient family medicine physicians are. COVID-19 at the end of 2020 was affecting everyone, and I think of family medicine kind of like a brick and mortar, where we're kind of like the foundation of the healthcare system. And I feel like COVID-19 kind of took the brick and mortar and kind of shook it at its core, and I wanted to find out how these family physicians reacted to this. I wanted to hear what they did to be able to kind of piece those bricks back together. And that is something that was really important to me, being a family physician or wanting to be a family physician, learning from them and their stories and getting them out there for the world to hear. The Center for History of Family Medicine's essay contest is super important, and it goes beyond COVID-19. As I mentioned in my essay, I talked about social determinants of health. I talked about the Spanish flu. There is so much history that is happening right now that has happened in the past and will happen in the future. And so it is really important to gather it as it is happening and create those documents and archives. It's almost as if it's a living document, and it's constantly evolving, and it is really important that we gather this information and continue it into the future.